Hey guys, Will here. So I got a game on Rundown today for you guys. Actually today's game it goes pretty good. Go 41-3, I believe. Just a warning: in the end, the enemy team gets a nuke and we lose. However, you'll see why that's sort of funny later on in the game. But when I'm starting off here, I'm gonna rush over C and try to catch some rushers coming over the bridge, because you can usually expect guys are gonna come over and try to nade C. When I get over here, I realize that a guy is one-man army noob tubing C, so we can't cap it. So I sort of stay in this area for a while, because I figure his teammates are going to come and try to cap C from under us. But the gameplay does get a little more aggressive a little bit later on. But today I sort of wanted to talk about driving, because I figured that you guys were just starting driving, or maybe you're going to be able to drive in a few years. And if you're driving now or going to learn how to drive, you're probably going to learn in automatic. And that's good, and I should probably suggest that because that's a lot easier than a manual. But I want to suggest that you guys definitely try to learn how to drive a manual. My truck's actually a manual, and I really enjoy that. And I think it's definitely really important for people to learn how to drive manual transmission cars. And for me, it's definitely a lot funner to drive a manual than to drive an automatic. Because you feel like you're working a lot more for it, and you're more in tune with the car, and you can feel like you can control the car more. Like when you're going down a hill, you can put in a lower gear and not have to use the brake all the time. And so definitely when you're learning manual, just go out on some back roads or something with either mom or dad or maybe some friends, and just give it a go, because it comes pretty quick. And if you drive it for a while, it sort of becomes second nature, and you don't really even realize that you're shifting and everything. So definitely go and try to give that a go, because definitely for me, I know I've enjoyed learning how to drive a stick and really enjoy it now, because I'm able to drive all sorts of cars now, be it Corvettes or Mustangs, and that's definitely an up of driving a manual. As you can see right here, the guy's got an AC-130 up. And from that, I sort of figured that he might have a nuke on, because he had a Harrier up earlier, and I didn't see a Predator missile come down. However, when the AC-130 went down there, I didn't check the scoreboards and see if he was 25-0 or not, so I should have done that and seen if he had a possibility of having a nuke on. And even if you guys already have been driving for a while, I know a lot of people that don't know how to drive manuals, even though they've been driving for 10-20 years now. And definitely, I know it's sort of hard to go out and learn how to pretty much drive again, but definitely go do it, and it's definitely worth it. So give that a go. See right here, I'm sort of running down low on ammo. And when I do run out of ammo, I'm just going to take my spaz out and run over there and try to get a few more kills. Because I believe I'm pretty close to my kill streaks. I don't know why this doesn't kill these guys. I put a couple of hits on everyone, and I think it's 2 hits for the UMP to kill a guy, so that didn't really make sense. But, so take my spaz out, I'm going to rush over here. I just sort of check the corner before I go, make sure I'm not going to get sniped. And actually get lucky enough to find a Vector down here, so that was pretty good luck. So when I push up this stairs, I always want to check up here, because there's usually a guy, and as you can see, there's a sniper up there. And since I just fired that off and I didn't have a silencer, I sort of ducked back here and wait a little bit, because I figured that since it seems the rest of my team's on the other side of the map, there'd be a lot of guys maybe rushing down this way once they saw that one red dot. However, no one comes, so I pretty much push up there. So yeah, I don't know if you guys like me talking about sort of those random topics, or if you guys just want to hear me talk about the gameplay. But I guess just leave a comment saying if you'd rather like me to talk about random topics, or if you want the best of both worlds and have me mix a little bit of random topics in with the gameplay. So just leave that in the comments, I guess. So pretty much I push up here, see a sniper run over there, and figure he might come back. But he doesn't. So after I realize that he's not going to come back, I decide to push up over here and go peek in A and see if I can see a few guys down there. This is an iffy spot because I go right here and my back's pretty much to their spawn. So that was pretty dangerous. And I get this guy and then it gets in a pretty hairy situation. Knife this guy, run over here, and almost get shot, but I managed to drop shot him. So as you can see, that drop shot does come in handy. If I hadn't drop shot at that guy, I probably would have been killed. As you can see, I got my Harriers, and today I'm running the Harrier, AC-130, and Nuke setup. And usually I don't really like using that setup. I like using the Predator missile a little more than the Nuke. And I'm not too into getting nukes. Then this is a setup that you're going to want to use. And if you guys are trying to get nukes, my only suggestions are that you can pretty much get them rushing or camping, however you want to do it. However, once you do get that Harrier, you're going to sort of want to head back and get in a safe spot and pretty much let your air support do the work for you. Because there's no point in running out there once you have your Harrier or your AC-130. So we switch spawns, and when they're spawning on this side, the enemy team usually is going to be spawning up sort of by that gas station or behind the buildings down here right there where I shot right there. And usually it's sort of easier for them on that side to get into some buildings, but you can try to sneak some bombs into the windows and stuff and try to get a few kills that way. So as you can see, I get a nuke here. So I realized that I pretty much could call it in here and end the game, but I decide not to. And for you guys, if you're trying to get you know, those emblems or, you know, achievements, then call in your nuke right away, because you want to take the chances of either, you know, the game lagging out or somehow the guys on the other team get a nuke or something bad happens like that. So I suggest you just call it in. But I already have the emblem and all that stuff, so I really don't care about calling them in much, and I just sort of wait to the end, because it's sort of a waste, and you got a lot of gameplay left. And, you know, there's always a possibility that you could get double nukes or something like that. So here, I'm pretty much going to push up the backside, and that's I'm not going to go there. But I'm going to continue on with this. I'm pushing up here, and I like to get in these trees, and you can sort of peek around. And usually it's really hard for them to see you unless they got a thermal scope on or something. Because usually there's going to be a sniper either up in that building that I just shot over there, or on those rooftops to the left. And as you can see, I see two guys, and I decide to take out the sniper because I figure he's going to be more of a threat to me than that guy down there who probably did not see me. And see, there's a guy on that rooftop over there, so I sort of duck down here and get away from him. And once I realize that there's not really guys to the right over here, and we probably switch spawns again, I'm going to start pushing up and run up in here. Get really lucky if you saw that Claymore just disappeared right when I ran in. So that was pretty good luck getting on there at that time. So I get on these roofs over here, and this is a good spot to get on to sort of peek over there at that building where a lot of guys go in, where the chicken coops are. I guess it's the chicken coop building. And get a few shots on people, but nothing happens, so pretty much decide to push back up and go in the spawn again and try the same sort of thing that I did earlier. And when you come in this building, sort of just peek over these stairs, because someone's going to always have a claymore like that guy. So if you just peek over the stairs like that, usually you can get the guys without getting yourself killed. Get pretty lucky there again. Luckily, like, that guy had a sniper, and he really couldn't do much damage with that. So right here, I'm in a good spot. I'm right in their spawn, and I'm in an area where I got some cover behind me and in front of me, so I'm pretty much good to go here. I saw that sniper there again. I get him, then I duck behind this cover right here, and see that there's a guy over there on top of the terrace, so I just huck my Semtex up there and use that sort of as a covering fire, because he's going to be running away from that Semtex, and I'll be able to sort of run over here. And so pretty much I'm just going to go with my spaz. That gives me my Harriers, so I just plop my Harriers right where I'm on right now, because I figure that's going to give me some cover and be able to do some more damage. Also right here I was figuring that I possibly could get a double nuke, so I was pretty upped about that. However, it was getting sort of close to the end of the game, so I sort of need my AC-130. And I do get my AC-130, so I'm running back to use it, and then I get shot in the back by this camper right here. That sort of sucked, but as you can see right there, the enemy team calls in a nuke, and me and my friend were laughing about that pretty hard, how they call that in right at the end while I've been holding on to mine the whole game. So we got a kick out of that, and hopefully you guys enjoyed that gameplay too. So I guess that's the lesson to be learned. If you get a nuke and you want to use it, you better use it right away, or someone else might get one. So if you guys enjoyed the gameplay, subscribe, and thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later.